Steroid abuse. So I know you see me sitting here, 32-year-old guy, hooked up to a heart monitor, and God knows what you're thinking. But the root of this, truth of the matter, is steroid abuse. Now, I know you're thinking this video could go one of two directions. I could take the path of poor me, or I could take the path of blame other people. Actually, I'm not going to do any. What I want to do is actually tell you guys and inform you guys on making the right decision for you. I'm not pro-steroid or anti-steroid. I'm pro do the best decision and make the best calls for your health and your livelihood. Now, with that said, being with certain trainers, there are a lot of precautions you guys need to take. Not every trainer has your best interest. And that is where I fell kind of into that pool, because I was with a coach at the time. I'm not going to drop any names. I mean, you guys will figure it out pretty quickly, but doing an obscene amount of insulin. And that for me was definitely the trigger that, put my heart overboard. Again, not a trainer who had my best interest, and trainers like that don't really care, as a pro bodybuilder, yeah, you're looking to push the limits, but at the same time, you're looking to stay alive. So pushing the limits is only good to a certain extent. And I know this is a very taboo topic. No one talks about steroids, but I figure, you know what, fuck it. If someone could learn from my experience, or if I could save someone from going down the same path as me, even just one person, then my job is complete, because I'm not on social media just to boost myself and say, oh, look at me, look at me. I'm actually on here because I want to really help motivate, inspire, and push you guys to, new limits. So, when you're getting ready for a show or you're hiring a new coach, there's many things to look at. At the end of the day, guys, health is number one. Now, with that said, again, I'm not anti-steroid or pro-steroid. You need to do what's right for you. So I'm not promoting it. I'm not demoting it. I'm just on here to say that, if you're going to be pushing the limits, there are risks. So it's important to look at the trainer you're with and say, does this person have my best interest? For bodybuilders, guys, if your coach has you taking 30, 40, 50 IUs of insulin a day, he's not for you. In fact, he's not for anybody. And he actually shouldn't even be allowed to train people. That's a whole nother topic, okay? You have to make sure that when you're with somebody, not only are you can't just do what they say necessarily. Ask questions and do your own research. Now, I know you might be looking at me and saying, Mike, you're an idiot because you fell in this trap. I did fall in a trap, and I'm guilty of it, and I'm paying the consequences. As a pro, and this being my life and my livelihood, I definitely wanted to push the limits, and I wanted to be the best version of myself as I could be. I wanted to obviously be on the Olympia stage. So when you're pushing, and you come across a coach saying, yeah, you know what, when I owned a gym, I had, Dennis Wolf and all these guys taking this amount, and this is what you need to do to really level up. It's pretty, easy to say, okay, you know what, I'm hiring this guy for a reason. Obviously, I'm going outside my comfort zone, but if he's saying that's what I got to do, I'm going to give this a run. And that's what my thought process was. And again, I'm telling you guys this not for sympathy, because I want you to learn from my experience so you don't end up on heart medication and hooked up to fucking heart monitors and going through bullshit, because life is too short for that. So please make sure when you're hiring a coach, or if you're with a coach and you're questioning his best interest for you, that you ask questions. And if he doesn't like that you ask questions, you fucking dump his ass, because that's bullshit. I've been with coaches who get frustrated or mad if you ask questions. Ooh, their ego gets in the way. How dare you question my judgment? Like, fuck you. You're paying for a service. You don't owe them shit. Ask questions. It's for your best interest. Your health comes first. If they don't like you ask questions, they can go fuck themselves. And that's not a good coach. And again, just because you're a good bodybuilder or you were a good bodybuilder doesn't mean you're a good coach. And that applies to me as well. Just because I was a good bodybuilder, I'm a good bodybuilder, I haven't competed in 3 years, whatever, it doesn't make me a good coach. What makes me a good coach, for some people might not like me, and that's fine. But the ones who do like me is because I cater to them and I pay attention and I actually give a fuck. So guys, make sure you're going with somebody, and this isn't to promote me. Okay, whatever coach you're with, make sure they have, bottom line, your best interest. You're getting the best bang for your buck. They give a shit about your health, and you're not scared to ask them questions because they don't feel like they're being questioned and their ego is being tampered with, okay? So, again, I'm on here. This is what it is. 32-year-old male. Steroid abuse, man. This is what it is. And it's not a laughing matter. I actually just usually laugh with things because it helps me cope with pain. So, guys, again, if you have questions, don't hesitate to DM me. I want to help you guys as much as I can to prevent shit like this. Bodybuilding is a fantastic sport. I love it with my life, but there are certain people in it that are promoting and pushing the wrong things, especially on the wrong people. A lot of these coaches, they don't even ask you for blood work. They don't even know what your previous health problems are, if you have any. Right? And it's so irresponsible. But again, this is when I want to come in and try to help you guys to give you knowledge on, how to do things safely and properly if it's the right avenue for you. And if it's not, that's great too. Just don't feel pressured to do things because you want to post shit on Instagram and get all the likes and, get all the chicks, all this shit. That's all bullshit. Your health is, the most important thing by far, because that you cannot get back. There's a possibility I've done permanent damage to my heart. And that's on me, and I'm cool with that. I have no regrets because I know I've done my best. But this is a big learning lesson for me. So again, if I could help you, at least one person out there, to question your coach or research a little bit more, it'll be worth it. Because I feel like this is a topic that a lot of guys have suffered from, whether it's damaged kidneys, damaged liver, damaged heart, whatever it is, guys even dropping dead. And it's like the steroid thing still really isn't talked about. And again, I'm not promoting it. I'm not saying, guys, go out there, or I'm not saying don't do it at all. I'm saying if you choose on your own, if you choose to take this path, you need to make sure you're aware and you know the precautions, because nobody really tells you. They just say, okay, take Test-Sip, take EQ, take MPP, take insulin, take growth hormone, and you're just taking this shit and you're not asking enough questions. Do your research. Steroid.com is always a great source, okay? If again, you decide to take this path and your coach is helping you, ask questions, please, for yourself, for your family, and for your health down the road. I know when you guys are young, you think you're invincible. I did too. So make sure, again, any questions you have, you answer. Don't just be like, oh, I'm too paranoid and I'm just worried. No. If you feel side effects, follow up with it, And again, know that there is a risk involved and everybody knows this. So again, if you're going to do it, just guys, please do your research so you don't end up like me. God bless. Love you guys, and hope you're doing well in these bullshit times.